Pixar, all I have to say is, what took you so long?
Combustion imminent? What does that mean? Ah!
It means fire, Robert.
Hello there everybody, it's me the Canadian Movie Buff with a review of Incredibles 2. Picking up literally where the first film left off, the Incredibles are under scrutiny for failing to catch the Underminer. Luckily for them, a billionaire named Winston Devon wants to bring superheroes back out of hiding with Elastigirl leading the charge. But when a villain named Screenslaver starts wreaking havoc, it's up to the Incredibles to band together to save the future of superheroes everywhere. If Toy Story 3 has taught me anything, it's that it's fine to wait a decade or so for a sequel. But if Finding Dory has taught me anything, it's that we may not necessarily need or even want that sequel. Luckily for us, Incredibles 2 falls into the good sequel category, even if it can't help but buckle under the weight of living up to the original. A lot of sequels tend to take one element of what made the first movie a success and stretch it out to last an entire sequel. Luckily for us, Incredibles 2 recognizes everything that made the original good and never loses sight of them. You still see that familiar family dynamic, with the kids trying to fit into their roles as superheroes and the parents trying to raise them as best they can, and with Bob and Helen's relationship caught in the middle, it's just as vital here, if not more important, than the first time around. The fight sequences are bright and colorful too, with the animation and the action working off each other to give us some very stylized sequences. For me, that's what makes The Incredibles stand out amongst other Pixar properties. It has that 60s noir style to go along with the substance. There's plenty of wit to go around, and there are some jokes that will definitely go over kids' heads. Don't worry, they're not the "I'll tell you when you're older" kind. Now, the main focus of this movie appeared to be Elastigirl helping Winston Devon in his pro-superhero agenda, but for me, I thought the heart of the movie, where it really resonated with me, was Bob Parr, Mr. Incredible, trying to be a good dad. This is a side to him we never really got to see in the first one, the parent side. And there's a lot of humor and heart that goes into making Bob Parr the superhero into Bob Parr the father. He's filling in some mighty big shoes that he hasn't worn in a while, but he doesn't want to fail. There's even a moment where he's exhausted and he's talking to Dash, and he literally says that he just wants to be remembered as a good dad. That was a really heartwarming moment. The world also got a bit more fleshed out. We knew that superheroes were illegal, but we never really got to see the world outside of the Parr family household. Here, we don't just get a taste of the world, we get a whole platter. It's all about superheroes and their actions and the consequences that come with it, and how different people are going to have different reactions. It feels weird saying this out loud, but it kind of had a bit of a Watchmen feel to it. Is the world better off or worse without them? The plot isn't all that fantastic, and it's fairly predictable. Once enough hints have been dropped, your brain clicks and suddenly you realize, oh, so-and-so is the bad guy. And you know no matter how much danger they get in, they'll come together as a family and save the day. Also, it felt as if they were trying to cram in too many moral messages. It tries to tell you not to get addicted to your devices and not be lazy. It has some female empowerment. It tells you that family is important and that sometimes the law isn't always right. We get it. The world has changed a lot since 2004 and you have to play catch-up. But when you cram in so many themes and messages, it feels as if you're trying too hard to stay relevant in a world that is constantly changing. Maybe one or two of those themes could have been saved for a third installment. And trust me, I have the feeling we're going to be getting one very, very soon. Incredibles 2 is a movie that was well worth the wait. It's a sequel that manages to be on par with the original in terms of quality, but in a fresh direction. It has stylized action, clever humor, it fleshes out the world a bit more, and it never goes overboard with just one asset that made the first one good. I kinda wish we got a bit more of a better story though. And although the messages never really get preachy, it does feel as if they're trying to stuff a lot of stuff in a small box. That being said, I enjoyed Incredibles 2, and I think it's another home run for Pixar. And I highly recommend watching it multiple times at the theater and on Blu-ray. Alright, that's my review of Incredibles 2. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Leave your answer by commenting down below, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you're new here, and as always, this is the Canadian Movie Buff saying I hope you had a fantastic weekend at the movies. See ya!